Welcome everyone to One on One with LeTigress. I'm here to introduce to you some of the players that are competing in the HRX Founders Tournament for Hand of the Gods. Who do we have up today? Goodfeller. So, Goodfeller, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited to get your insight on the things to come with HRX and just generally get to know you better. So my first question is, how did you start playing Hand of the Gods?
I had a friend. We were both competing in card games before, and he told me about this game because he saw it on DreamHack Valencia. He competed in another card game, and he told me that there was a competition and there's a tournament going on where you can qualify for. And as we were both experienced card game players, we decided to give it a try and to just start playing it for a month. We actually really just started to play it, and yeah, we tried to analyze it. We screamed a lot, and yeah, it worked out. Seems like.
Yeah, definitely. You're getting to go and compete at the biggest prize pool we've seen for Hand of the Gods thus far. With the play styles, though, we've got aggro, we've got control. What's your favorite play style?
I actually like aggro and mid range. I like when I started to play card games. Like I really just tested it. Like I played only aggro decks because they were pretty cheap, and like it took me so long to get the cards for controlish decks, and I always found a way for aggressive and mid-range oriented lineups to to try to counter the meta to beat the control decks. With a lot of mid-range decks, you just have enough pressure. You just have a good curve to just raise to just rush the control decks. And sometimes there are also ways where you can put one or two reactive cards in the mid-range deck, so you can also be good against tempo and aggressive decks. And with aggro decks, you beat mid-range decks, and the mid-range decks are very popular in card games in general because you just curve out. You don't have stuff to do. Like it's pretty, like for me it's like pretty brain dead, and a lot of people tend to play that game style. So I always try to find a way to beat that.
Then what would be your favorite pantheon?
Um, yeah, I think it's Hindu because I have so much value in this deck. Like I can copy and reincarnate my minions, and it's just huge. Like nobody can defeat me in the late game. Like there was some raw decks that tried to outvalue me. It maybe were I don't even know if they managed to fatigue me. Like it's huge. Like there's so you can put so much value in it, and it also has reactive tools. Like it has Agni that can just kill all minions with like one health, or you can just rush it out. You can just play it and then kill it purposely, um, on purpose, and go for the 2 mana AOE and just try to win against aggressive decks. And it just feels good to have every tool.
But if you do well, and let's say you get that biggest slice of the $50,000 prize pool, $20,000 goes to first place, what would you spend the money on?
I would continue investing it in my streaming stuff, and you know um, that I can go to events and get more exposure to dream hacks. This is very important. Um, DreamHack is actually not that big, but yeah, you should invest in something like that because that always helps you to get contacts and to meet your friends, and it's very important for me.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
As far as last couple questions, one of them is why the name Goodfeller?
Oh yeah, there's a movie that's called Goodfellas. It's a mafia film. There's also another movie called Casino, and those both mafia movies are very good. Like all the mafia movies that I saw in my childhood and my yeah, um, those were the best ones. And like one of my friends in real life started to call himself like that, and I just took it over because I didn't have contact with him anymore, and I liked the name, and yeah.
Fair enough. Next rumor will be that you're in the mafia, and that's why you go by the name. But the last thing I have for you is, before going into the HRX Founders Tournament, what would you like to say to the Hand of the Gods community?
Oh yeah, I really enjoy when people are watching the game and when they have fun playing it. I hope for everyone, like for the developers and also for the viewers, that they can have fun watching those events. For the competitive players, that they keep having motivation to play the game, to have fun, to just communicate, and yeah, like those things are just so important for me, even if that doesn't bring me much. But I always feel empathy for the people that are really passionate to play games and to develop games, and I really hope that they can keep having fun in the esports scene and in the like with the games in general.
Very well said. Well, it was great meeting you, and I can't wait to meet you in person at HRX, and best of luck in your prep until then.
Yeah, sure. It was also cool to meet you, and thanks for the interview.
Cool. Well, everybody, this was one-on-one with LeTigress and Goodfeller. I hope you tune in to everything we have in store at HRX Founders Tournament, so see you then.